Hello and welcome to Club 2 episode 31 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you in the AFC Champions League Group J. It's our final two games and we are away to Beijing Guoan and then away to Bangkok United. And as you can see we come into it in really good form. So let's see if we can keep that going. And the team to face Beijing Guoan is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for the trip to Beijing Guoan, and it is Sasaki in goal, back four is Ahata, Huang Donglang, Shugai and Gorochegi, Sano behind Suzuki and Morishita in midfield, Tejon on the left and Bula on the right, and Rapero up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks that if they carry their last performance into tonight's match, we'll do well. We are in good form, so I'm going to agree. We'll point the finger and confirm that. And let's get out into the tunnel for our tunnel interview. How important is Martin Tejon to Kashima Antlers' chances of success? Yeah, we need him. He's a fantastic player. How big of an absentee is Eric Noriega, who's suspended? With no choice other than to deal with it. What sort of match are you expecting between two teams with starkly different tactical styles? I'm hoping we've got the edge. So let's get out there and grab the win. So we are almost guaranteed qualification. Defeat to Beijing Guoan would leave Bangkok United in with a chance. Anything else and we're guaranteed to go through. So hopefully we can grab the result and not have anything resting on the last game. Morishita is in. Morishita scores. And it is Beijing Guoan 0. Kashima Antlers 1. So early lead. 12 minutes gone. We're ahead. And everything is entirely in our own hands. As Meng comes forward, Cordoba is dispossessed. Tejon to Sano. Donglang into Suzuki. Ball over the top. Headed down and Rapero gets his 22nd goal of the season. Although the referee's got his finger to his ear, so it is going to be checked for an offside by VAR. And the goal is confirmed. We do lead by 2-0. And we are now in absolute control of the group. And heading for a 5th win from 5 in the group stage. So let's get to half time. And then we'll check on fitness of players. Cordoba's corner though. And Sasaki comes out and grabs hold of that one. He's going to launch it down the middle. And the flick on finds Rapero, who returns it to Mbula. Mbula loses the ball, but Gorochegi wins it back. Finds Shugai. Gorochegi into Sano over the top. And the volley is over the crossbar. Highlight comes to an end. Into the final 10 minutes of the first half. And we're in control. Shan Meng to Yonggang. Kaita plays it back to the keeper. Guodong gives the ball away, so we've got it. Ahata to Tejon, cuts inside, and Martin Tejon takes his season's tally to 33, and it is Beijing Guoan 0, Kashima Antlers 3. So we are absolutely cruising to a 5th win in the Champions League. And it is Zhang Zhan with the goal kick. And it's launched forward by Chen Han. We've won it back. Gorochegi to Mbula, who's given it away. Now Chen Han to Feng Bin. into Maseli. Zhang loses it, and Tejon has it for us into Mbula. Out to Gorochegi on the right, cuts inside and fires it past the keeper. Iñaki Gorochegi makes it Beijing Guan 0, Kashima Antlers 4. So we're absolutely out of sight now. The game's won. We just need to protect players' legs for the final match. And now it is Cordoba with a corner. The header away. Chen Han puts it back into the box. Chen Han again back to Feng Bin. Hits the crossbar. And Ahata brings it clear. And that is the halftime whistle. So into the dressing room. We're ahead and we deserve to be. Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of changes, Rapero needs a rest. So Arana will come on. And also Jordi Mbula for Kawamura. And Sano can come off as well for Iwata. So 3 changes out there for the second half. And it is us who get the game back underway. Suzuki to Arana onto Morishita. Kawamura holds it up. Is dispossessed by Feng Bin. Chen Han into Kaita. His back pass is shocking. And we should have put it in the empty net. But we missed the target. And the highlight comes to an end. Let's encourage the boys. And it is Suzuki with a free kick. And the shot is saved and it's a corner, which Ahata will take. So it's a left-footed in-swinger to the far post. Headed behind by Chen Han. So it'll be a corner from the other side. Right foot Arana in-swinger this time. Into the middle. Headed away. And Shang Yuning will bring it up to the halfway line. Plays it back to Lang Ning. And I think we need to start reviewing the next substitution now. I'd like to take Tejon off if I can. It depends what we've got available. Nothing suitable, unfortunately. Although actually we could put Ahata on the left wing. And Tejon could then be replaced by Ueda. And Shugai can go to left back. So that's change number 4. And we've got one more in the bank. So that is going to be, I think, Dong Lang. With 15 minutes to go. And we'll bring on Araki. In fact, I don't think I will. I think I'm going to go Gorochegi off and Kitazawa on. As Ahata finds Suzuki into Kawamura, lays it off for Arana, who puts it in the back of the net. And it's being checked for an offside. And it is disallowed. It remains 4-0. And we've made our final change of the day. So Ahata is going to have to see the job through. And we're into the last 5 minutes, leading by 4-0. The only priority now is making sure there are no injuries. We'll drop back to balance to try and conserve a tiny bit of energy. As Shugai feeds Iwata. Played back to Ueda, onto Kitazawa. Kitazawa goes past his man, gets the cross in. And the header is fumbled by the keeper. And The chance is still alive. Iwata plays it back to Ueda, and now the highlight comes to an end. And that probably will be the last highlight of the match. And there is the full-time whistle. Beijing Guan 0, Kashima Antlers 4. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and our final game in the Champions League group stages. We're away to Bangkok United, and the team for the trip to Thailand is Sasaki in goal, back four of Ahata, Donglang, Noriega and Gorochegi, Sano, Morishita and Suzuki, the midfield three, Tejon on the left, Kawamura on the right, Repero up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks that if they carry their last performance into this match, they'll do well. We were superb, so I think that's a totally valid point. Let's point the finger then and agree with him. And let's go. So we are already qualified and already guaranteed to win the group. But we have a chance to influence who joins us, if indeed anyone does. And at the moment, there is a possibility that any of the other three teams in the group could fill that second spot and give themselves at least a chance of going through. As not all second place teams do progress. And we've got the lead now. Kashima Antlers take the lead. And it was, I think, Ahata with the goal. Yes, it was. And 15 minutes in, Ahata now with a free kick to Tejon, who shoots and hits the outside of the post. It's out for a goal kick. Highlight comes to an end. Gorochegi now to Suzuki. Noriega plays a square ball for Dongliang. Forward to Morishita. Into Tejon, but he doesn't get there. Lukwai plays it forward and then gets it back. Komthong. Lukwai. And it's headed to Springrak, I think that was, and the goalkeeper is forced into a save, so our opponents have got themselves a corner. Kornthong, right foot outswinger, headed away but not completely. Morishita up to halfway for Kawamura, who is held up momentarily and then dispossessed, as it's now with Sasaki in the Kashima Antlers goal. He bowls it out for Dongliang to Ahata. Sano into midfield. Suzuki to Morishita. On to Repero, who's drifted out to the left-hand side. Martin Tejon back to Morishita. And Pumin gets it clear. Tejon, though, plays it right for Gorochegi, who shoots and forces the goalkeeper into a good save. Repero will take the right-footed in-swinging corner to the far post, headed away. And Suzuki picks it up, but the highlight comes to an end. And we're coming up to 25 minutes gone. We've totally dominated what we've seen so far. And we deserve to be at least the one goal ahead that we already are. Hopefully we can add to that and make the rest of the match even more comfortable. Martin Tejon plays it forward. Morishita back to Dongliang. Morishita to Donglang. And now Ahata down the left wing. Takes on his man, gets the cross in. And the header is over the top. And the highlight comes to an end. We've got a free kick though. Suzuki lays it off for Kawamura, and he fires it into the bottom corner of the net, and it is Bangkok United 0, Kashima Antlers 2. So we now have clear breathing space in this match, and surely we are now massive favourites to complete the group stage with 6 wins from 6. Rapero now with a right-footed in-swinging corner, punched clear by the keeper. Ratner sub comes forward, plays it back to Suksum, and Pumin into Lukulai, but we've won it back. Tejon takes over, plays it into Suzuki, who is dispossessed. Noriega wins it back. Sano to Gorachegi, is all on his own, but plays it into Kawamura, and Tejon heads it home, and it is Bangkok United 0, Kashima Antlers 3. And we've just got a few minutes of the first half remaining. Morishita, and it's allowed to run to Gorachegi. Plays it into Kawamura, and it deflects, and he's saved by the keeper for a corner, which Rapero will take. So it's a right foot in swinger, lifted to the far post, and Tong Tai grabs hold of it. And that should be enough for the first half as we enter the final minute of stoppage time. And there it is, half time. Bangkok 0, Kashima Antlers 3. So into the dressing room. Happy with that. And let's make a change at left back. A Hatter for Shugai. And I'm also going to take Tejon off and bring on Mbula. And that will do. Start the second half. And hopefully we can just cruise through this second half now as Gorachegi takes the throw in and gets it back. Sano to Noriega. Into Morishita. Back to Huang Donglang. And it's worked to Mbula into Rapero, who finds the back of the net. The referee is going to check with VAR regarding a potential offside. But the goal is given, and it is Bangkok 0, Kashima Antlers 4. So we are absolutely in control of it. Sriprach crosses it in. And Sasaki grabs the cross and rolls it out for Donglang to Shugai. Comes forward over the halfway line, cuts inside, spreads it out to Kawamura. Further right is Gorachegi, who threads it through the legs to find Suzuki. And it's crossed for the shot, and it's over the top, and the highlight comes to an end. Now it's Suzuki with a free kick, and the keeper tips that one over the bar for a corner, which Donglang will take. So it's going to be a left-footed in-swinger to the middle of the goal, and Tong Tai is equal to that challenge. Highlight comes to an end. I'm going to get Kawamura off, and in fact I'm going to do that now. I'll let the game continue while I do that. So Kawamura, I'm going to move Rapero to the right hand side. Kawamura will come off and Arana will come on. And we'll confirm that change as Sriprach finds Lukulai onto Suksum and then Penyot, and the shot hits the outside of the post and goes behind for a goal kick. And now we've got a free kick. Suzuki goes defensive and plays it back for Shugai. Sano into Gorachegi. Shugai to Mbula. His cross is headed away. Rapero will chase and get there. Crosses it for Morishita, who hits the post. Striprack clears it. And now Cornthong. But we've got it back. Suzuki to Mbula. Back to Sano. Feeds Shugai. Highlight comes to an end. And I think I'm going to go to the tactics screen for my next change. And let's see what we can do. We've got 2 centre-backs, a defensive midfielder and a right-back on the bench. So I'm going to move... What am I going to do? Gorachegi to right wing. Rapero will come off for Kitazawa. And that will do. So 20 minutes to go. We've got one more substitution remaining. And it will have to be a centre-back. We've got almost nothing else on the bench. So I think I'm going to take Dong Lang off very shortly. But Mbula's crossfield ball finds Gorachegi. He turns his man, crosses it in, and Arana adds his 27th of the season to make it Bangkok United 0, Kashima Antlers 5. And it is going to be Noriega that's going to come off. And in fact, will I do that? Yes, I will. Noriega off and Araki on. And as I'm making that sub, we have made it 6-0. I'm not yet certain who the goal scorer was, but I'll confirm it for you in just a moment. And our 6th goal scorer was Sano. So into the last few minutes of the match. And we've got 2 added minutes. So the job is basically done. And there is the full-time whistle. And it finishes Bangkok United 0, Kashima Antlers 6. I'll be back in a moment to show you the final Champions League group stage table. And to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the final AFC Champions League Group J table. As you can see, we have qualified in first place, a perfect record, 6 wins out of 6, 27 goals scored, just the 3 conceded, a full 18 points. And Sydney FC are the ones who've ended up in second place on 6 points, so it remains to be seen whether they will make it through to the knockout stages. So let's take a look now at when we are going to come back. And I am going to bring you back for our second round matches in the Champions League. We'll be at home to Daegu FC in the first match and away to them in the second match in mid-February. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.